How y'all doing? Let me turn that down. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing today? Okay. So I have a word, just based off of a summary of what I have gathered and understood. You have to do what's best. Sometimes it's best you do what's important for you and keep people out your business. The minute, because the minutes you let people into your life is the minute they try to control, manipulate, doubt, shame, shame. They try to find ways to whew, control you. It's best you do what you gotta do for yourself. It's best you gotta do what you got. I hate to say it, but sometimes you gotta tell people no. Sometimes you have to be quiet on what it is you have going on. For the simple fact is because even though people be having things going on for themselves, you just may be having a lot more going on than some people. Some people not gonna like that. When God gave me the title, right, He led me to as a confirmation of Revelation chapter 4. After this I looked, and behold, a door standing open in heaven. And the first voice which I had heard speaking to me like a trumpet said, "Come up here, and I will show you what must take place after this." If you trust the inner guidance that God is giving you, you can never be led astray. You got to develop patience. Once you have patience on what you will want to happen in your life, patience on things building, patience on things growing in your life, you could pretty much have patience for anything else. Even if you're struggling to have patience in most of those areas. Normally, when you struggling to have patience, normally when you're struggling to have patience for things to manifest, it can lead to frustration, it can lead to irritability, and it can be difficult accepting delays or setback once you struggle or recognize the struggle and what it is you're struggling with. You got to take it day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute for some, for most. And to improve patience, you got to consider practicing being mindful and identifying certain triggers that sets off unrealistic expectations. Hola. Once you do this, once you can recognize the triggers, the better you'll be. Let's do it. There we go. Once you can recognize the triggers, thank you for hitting that like button. I appreciate you. Once you can recognize your triggers, you can be able to handle everything else. You can pretty much repair or fix whatever problem you're having that's causing you to be impatient. When you're mindful, you can protect yourself from pain and hurt and disappointment. Things take time to grow. You gotta allow things to grow. Again, I read in Revelations, after this I looked, and behold, a door standing open in heaven. And the first voice which I had heard speaking to me like a trumpet said, "Come up here, and I will show you what you must take place." What I will show you what must take place after this. Sometimes you gotta get beside yourself. Sometimes you have to move in spirit versus move in flesh. It says, at once I was in spirit, and behold, a throne stood in heaven with one seated on the throne. I'm reading in Revelation. Sometimes you got to hold a mirror up to yourself so that way you can be able to face and see. But the problem is sometimes it's hard doing that. And I'm not going to sit up here and act like it's not. We have a lot of challenges looking at ourselves in the mirror. There's a lot of challenges. It says, yes, in the Psalms, we discover a gold mine of praise, emotions, hope, and gratitude. These treasures are available to every person wanting to explore the Psalms. That's my next lead. You can be assured that you are never alone because God is with you and He listens to you. When I called, you answered me. You had me bold and stout-hearted. Even when you make mistakes, the Lord does not abandon you. What phone is that? On the phone. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this live up. This will be part 1. I'm going to read. I'm going to go into part 2. This needs to be broken down. I hear you, Lord. The overall summary of what I'm saying is, when God is guiding, trust. When you're getting pushback for the direction that you're headed in, pay attention to that. When you start to see the pushback, pay attention to that. God leads you in peace, calmness, excitement, love, passion. Thank you, God. Thank you for the confirmation. Stillness. He leads you in stillness. He leads you out of the chaos. But you got to walk through the chaos. If you're patient, you'll get there. If you continue to fight, you will get there. If you continue to ignore the distractions, you will get there. Just be patient with yourself. When you fight to stay happy, you're doing a good thing. A lot of people that are believers find joy and happiness and peace talking to God, bringing up God, talking about God. And that's because there's so much negativity that once you've sat in it for so long, it's like you don't want to be there no more. When you've sat in negativity and chaos and everything that's not of God for so long, you continue to talk to God, talk with God, and He just fills you with joy. Because there's hope. God is hope. God is faith. So don't never let anybody tell you that you talk about God too much. Don't let nobody ever make you feel like because you got gifts or you listen to the inner guidance that God has given you and you're blissfully happy on cloud 10. Don't let nobody bring you down from there because they're miserable, because they're sad, and because they find joy in other things that is just not of your interest. Continue to be different because that's the way God needs you to be. For you to stand out, God's people always stand out. And not to say because the ones that chose to indulge into other things don't stand out. It's just a different type of peace, a different type of glow, a different type of protection over you that others don't have that they want to have. So if you continue to put up the blockers, the blinders, once you master sitting in the comfort of knowing what the truth is beyond the jokes, beyond the fake smiles, when you continue to block that off, when you continue to sit in your energy of radiant beauty or happiness of everything you have encountered that is lifting your spirits, when you continue to sit in the spirit of gratitude for where you are, blessings will continue to flow and will blow down and will continue to follow you, will continue to open doors for you. The more you try to block out negativity, the better you'll be. The more you care about who you are, and what you have going on, the better you'll be. Once you've mastered this and God has taught you how, you are forced to be you are a force to be reckoned with. Hey, BNS. BNS, how you doing? Good to see you. So this live is going to be short. The challenges you face on a day-to-day basis, if you continue to keep looking unto God, you'll never be lost. You'll always have what you need when you need it. Blessings, peace, and love to you all. I'll see you in part 2.